Hello,
Hi,
good morning.
good morning. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank
Great,
you.
great.
And how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you. How was your day?
It it has been lovely till now
Oh, wow, lovely. What a word. So, why do you think it was lovely for you?
because after such a long time, I woke up early in the morning, and ever
I
since
thought
then,
you would
I
say
have been
after
doing.
such a long time I woke up late. For me, lovely is waking up at 11.
No, no, lovely because watching sunrise is something special for
How
me.
early did you wake up?
Uh, I woke up
4:30.
at 4:30. Yeah,
But why did you
to be
wake up? Like
precise, 25.
4:35.
Yeah.
I slept at 3:20.
Oh my God. Why so late?
I'm a night owl. I don't sleep very early. I like the whole day I'm busy.
Yeah.
So till 9 p.m. I'm busy. So after that, I have dinner with my family and then my day starts. Like everyone sleeps, including my husband. Everyone sleeps around 11ish, 11:30 max 12. And then I sit in the living, I watch my TV, I watch some videos. I just relax. It's my time. I watch
Okay.
Tarak Mehta.
Oh my God.
So yeah, I do my bit and then I sleep by 3, 3:30, 4 that way.
Great.
So yeah, my day, my time is when everyone is sleeping. Like that's my time. So I enjoy that a lot, and I look forward to that period of my day.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's discuss today's topic, which is I like this topic. So this topic, what I have selected for us is life in a metro, right?
Life in a metro. Okay.
Yes. So now, of course, people who come from tier two, tier three cities, they feel life in metro is going to be this, it's going to be that, it's this, that, a lot of pomp and show. But in reality, life in any urban city for that matter is quite mundane and boring, right? So, what do you have to say about that? Do you also meet people from villages who fancy city life?
When I had first moved to Delhi during my college time, I had all this imagination as well. But
Yeah,
when I got the experience of living there, believe me, for 3.5 years I was there, and my time was going to college or tuitions from home and
yeah,
then coming back. So
totally.
commuting between home to school, college, or tuition centers, I hardly had anything to experience, and many a time I felt that these big cities are only for those who have good amount of money. Because if you do not have money, you won't be able to spend, or you won't be able to enjoy that brightness or that the night culture maybe of city
Okay.
life. So you would not be able to enjoy the city life the way you imagine. You can enjoy only after you have good amount of money.
Yeah.
That's what I felt. But that is my personal experience. Let me come back to your question, that how life differs. So one thing is that in villages or in small cities, the life is quite peaceful. You can have time for yourself. But in big cities, you the life is so fast, so paced up, that you won't have time to relax. Either you are working or looking for something else so that you could increase your income. So those working people, they always look for something to increase their income so that they could provide better facilities to their children. So I think that life is always tough in metro cities or in big cities.
Yeah, I mean, it looks all fancy, but people are sometimes literally struggling to make both ends meet in a metro city, but would have been
Yeah,
in a way better situation if they were in a maybe a smaller city, or maybe a village or a town for that matter.
right.
Right. Absolutely, I completely agree with you. And one of the biggest disadvantage, if you have to say three disadvantages of living in a metro, what would that be?
The first uh, disadvantage would be unavailability of clean air and clean drinking water.
Okay.
The second, or maybe I would include both in the first.
Okay.
And then the working culture, because you will have to run after anything, uh, and you would not be able to get that value at the same time as well. You can fail because in villages or in small cities you do not have any opportunity at all. Yet in big cities, whatever effort that you are putting in, you would not get the worth of that, and your life will not improve up to that level. That's what I.
Okay. But don't you feel overcrowding, a lot of population explosion, all that is also becoming a big problem? Like in Bangalore, for example, that is the biggest example right now, that the city was absolutely different, say 15 years ago. And now
Right.
the city is overcrowded, maybe more than Mumbai at this moment.
And yes, Bangalore is facing the scarcity of water as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, do you think these are also some of the biggest issues we face?
Definitely. And the reason behind that is first, population. I think every problem in India boils down to the problem of population. It's all because of population.
Right. And we are not doing enough to control it as well. Right. Population explosion is happening. But do you know the concept of dink? These days there's a concept of dink that has come up among couples.
Uh, I did not get the word ding.
DINK. So it's an abbreviation of double income, no kids.
Okay, double
You know,
income.
yes, a lot of couples are following the concept of DINK, which is double income, no kids. Okay,
Hmm.
so wherein they are kind of contributing a little bit on population explosion, but the uh, thought behind it is very bad. The thought is not good. That I want to
Maybe.
earn
Yeah.
and just spend on myself, and not on the family, or because I don't want to create a family of my own. Right.
Okay.
So I think that is something we really, really need to think of. Right. Also,
Yeah.
do you think it is very fast paced? Like nobody has the time to speak to anyone. Do you think that is also a big problem?
Yeah. That is another big problem, that in city life, it is really difficult for old age people to survive, especially those who belong to or who have had the habit of living in their uh, villages or maybe small cities, but they have shifted to these cities because of their kids, and they find it really difficult because the flat culture is there, that your neighbor, you don't know who your neighbors are.
Yeah, but that's really, really true. In our case as well. Um, because I remember that when I used to go to my mama's house, and so like all the neighbors were one family and everything. But here where I stay, I think in our building we have five flats. Nobody talks to nobody. So it's just a smile when you see someone. That's about it. But earlier I
Yeah,
remember, sharing food, discussing, going to each other's houses, watching matches together, which doesn't happen
definitely.
anymore.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that is, of course, becoming tough. But a lot of youngsters are migrating from smaller cities to these bigger cities in search of better life. Do you think these cities genuinely provide a better life, or is it just hogwash?
To some extent, like these questions can't have black and white answers. So it will differ from person to person. Whoever goes in these cities, if they are able to get that opportunities that they were looking for, and if they make the most of that, definitely they will get a better life.
Yeah.
But if uh, they fall in prey of something, or maybe they fall in different illusions, and they stop wasting their time, then definitely they are that is going to backfire them.
But don't you think this is also, if this trend continues, it's going to, like, small towns or villages are going to cease to exist?
Like we were talking about population, so for the timing I don't see that, because no matter how many people migrate, we will have all the villages and people living there.
Okay, all right. And what features, tell me, of an urban village excite you the most? Say malls and shopping centers, or freedom of choice of living, or various entertainment options.
I would go for various entertainment options in plus freedom of choice, because freedom of choice definitely matters no matter what we think of. Because what happens in small cities that we can explain or appreciate anything and everything, but yet people are not living their life. So many a time you don't have the choice to read what you want to read, then you don't have to the choice to marry the girl you want to marry with. So you live a life which is adjusted on many fronts. People are adjusting in so many things.
Have you experienced, okay, so see, I have always lived in Calcutta, and I have hardly, spent time, I will not say been, but spent time in small cities. Okay, of course you go to small cities, but you go, you come back, in a couple of days, and that's about it. But you have seen that part as well. So tell me, from a personal point of view, what do you feel, is the difference, and how you can, bridge the gap between the two cities, two kinds of cities.
uh, I did not get your question.
So my question is, have you seen personally, do you have an example of how life is different in both the cities, maybe a personal example that you felt or whatever, and what do you think will bridge the gap between this city and city X and city Y?
Well, uh, I think I have already mentioned the differences in two cities and their
Yeah, so
lifestyle.
I'm asking for a
Like the
personal
village one.
example.
Okay, personal example.
Yeah.
What I have seen is that in small cities or in villages, uh, the girls do not get that kind of freedom or the kind of choices. So even if a girl is brilliant or intelligent in study, she will have to sacrifice her dream for her brother. So I have
Okay.
seen those examples where even after being a brilliant student, she had to settle up with something else, and her brother, even after not being interested, was sent into engineering college.
So we don't say settle up, we say settle down.
Yeah, settle down. Okay, just
Yeah, this, my own mother told me. So I have a mama, my maternal uncle. So my mother, there are three sisters and one brother. So my mother used to tell me he's the youngest and was the naughtiest, did not study, was not interested in anything, only goofing around. He was that kind of a boy when he
yeah.
was young. My mother and my Masi were really intelligent. Still, they used to say that, he was sent to an English medium school. They did not, my Nanu Nani never did this differentiation very, very vividly, but small little things you feel. yourself.
Okay, yeah.
So he was given better pen, he was given better books, new books, and they use second-hand books, and these kind of differences they felt somewhere.
So another thing that comes to my mind after listening to your example is you are talking about your mother and Masi, and
Yeah,
I'm talking about someone who would be your age or maybe my age as well.
yeah.
So that difference is still uh,
Same thing. No, I'm
prevalent.
talking of my mother when she was my age.
No, no. What I'm trying to say that when she was your age, that is 30 years ago, maybe,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Of
or
course,
20 years ago. And when
almost.
I'm talking about this situation, these are 10 or 15 years ago.
Recent situations, you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
So the time difference. That's what I'm
that's
talking about.
sad. That's really sad. Right. So, how do you think we can bridge this gap? Do you think mentality of people will ever change, or like how is it going to happen?
Uh, I don't think so. I'm quite pessimistic about these things.
So yeah. All right, Raj. I think it was a lovely session. I did not find a lot of mistakes in your speech. A couple of them I corrected you then and there. So there is no feedback as such, but just keep talking and keep discussing different things with people so that you're able to polish your speech even better. All right.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll see you again. All right.
Yeah. See you.
Okay.
Bye for
Bye.
now. Have a great day
Bye.
ahead.
You too. Bye.